I'm here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. It is 7 p.m. on Saturday, the 10th of December 2022. We're getting near the end of the month, and there are some alternatives to being on this live event today, and I'm sure that a lot of people from the UK may not be here for the live event or from France. England in the cricket have got themselves into a very strong position to win the second test match against Pakistan. But anything can happen in sport, as we all know. And just right about now, England are kicking off against France in the World Cup, whatever it is, quarterfinals, is it? So I think there'll be a lot of people on there rather than watching the updates here today, especially as it's a weekend and the updates are not too exciting because we don't have developers working. But we share abundance. We are the United States of the world. We are an emerging nation. We are a cloud nation. We've been around for about 2.5 years. We've built our infrastructure. We have our treasury, our own currency and economy. And we are now in the process of building our industries within our environment to strengthen our economy and provide demand and value for our currency, and so benefit all our citizens. Anybody is welcome in We Share Abundance. We just ask you bring a positive mental attitude and a willingness to share love and abundance. It's absolutely free to become a citizen. In fact, we pay you to complete your profile and do your KYC just to prove that you're a real person and of legal age. And everything we have within our community can be attained without putting your hand in your pocket. Although you can move faster and sometimes make more money and do things better if you are prepared to pitch in a few dollars here and there. It's always your choice. There is no obligation. There is no push for you to do that. It's entirely up to you how you go about helping us develop our community. All we ask is that, as I say, you share love and abundance with others. We are here to help you find true happiness. True happiness is lasting happiness. It's not the momentary pleasure you get from material things, that new house or the new car. It's about lasting happiness that cannot be taken away from you. And the great thing about achieving lasting happiness, the only way of doing it is through loving service to others. And when you do that, automatically everything you need in life flows to you. You don't have to worry about chasing money to buy this or that or the other. It just happens. So just go about doing the things that really deep down inside you like to do. You like to help people, you like to be good, you like to be loving, you like to be kind. If you do that, you will have a happy and fruitful life, and happiness is what we all seek at the end of the day. With that said, we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'm going to head over there now and see if we've got anybody watching us rather than the football match. I've got to find Facebook, and when I get to Facebook, I'll be looking for the We Share Abundance Publicly group. And when we get there, I'll be looking for the 10th of December. So far, so good. And when I get to the video there, if I click on this expand, if there are any comments, we've got them. We've got Deborah Nichols in from Southern Alabama, USA. And she might be the only person that we get today, but that's wonderful to see you here. The same, there's a lot of interest in the World Cup football at the moment. So we are a non-separatist organization as well. We don't recognize the superficial differences in people. in our citizens. Doesn't matter whether you're from Asia or Africa or Europe or the Americas or the Australasia, Antipodes, wherever. It doesn't matter whatever your background is, whatever you've achieved or not achieved, whatever you've done in the past, whatever you plan to do in the future. It's not important. What is important is that you are a human being, and deep down within you, you're filled with love, and we recognize that. And you are unique also, and you have something unique to contribute to our community, and as such, will be treated with equal love and respect. We'll get started in a moment with our normal fashion, a short prayer to help us to um, feel that love and that sharing and find that true happiness. And we'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us keep that non separatist ideal where we just see everybody as human beings. Okay, we will get started now. And I can only see Deborah in here. But we have a lot of people from all over the world that watch the recordings anyway because the time isn't always convenient for people, even when there are no distractions. And I'm hot from the Avazu webinar, which was finished about 40 minutes ago, probably. And oh, we got somebody else in from the UK. Richard Atkins. I thought you'd be down the pub watching the football. Um, Good evening from Devon. I'm attempting multitasking, watching you, the football, and tackling some speckled hens. Good move. Um, I bought some speckled hens from Morrison's. Interestingly, Richard, they were on offer. They weren't speckled hens; they were golden hens actually, but um, just 99 pence each. I thought that was a good deal. I didn't go in for them, but I saw them and I thought, well, we'd better have some. Okay, especially with the egg shortage that we have throughout the UK at the moment. Okay, so um, let's get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service. Through service, bless each member that they attract into their life true happiness and everything they need. Amen. And the little affirmation we have, which goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God Truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, I don't have an awful lot to report other than the fact that the English cricket team is doing really well. I've no idea what the English football team are doing, but Richard will know. Okay, hopefully they're not a goal down already or anything like that. Um, my main focus at the moment is on getting ready for launching our marketing campaign in January for the Turkey Cash Cow program. But I am also focused at the moment on. I don't know what's happened to those splash pages. I can't get hold of the guy that I ordered them from for the poverty tracker. So I'm going to have to build some myself, and I started that, but I've got one, and it's not really that good. Oh, we got Kingsley in as well from Manchester, UK. Nice to see you, Kingsley. Okay, so those are my two main priorities at the moment. We do have quite a number of people that have said, yeah, we'll chip money into the fund for Vortic. And so I do need to see how much cash we've got there, and I'll probably get to that tomorrow. We'll give you a report on that tomorrow. Um, it does represent a really good opportunity, I think. The account we've got that They kindly gave us $1,000 just to start with. It's doing really well, but we can do better. Okay, we can do better if we can pull together and get into higher interest rates per day. It doesn't sound a lot of difference, to go from zero point 0.8 to 1 or from 1 to 1.2 or something like that. But that little difference compounded makes a huge difference over a period of time. So we'll see what we have in there. Um, Numbers wise, this time of year is always, uh, I say always, it's traditionally very, very slow until you get out of the Christmas and New Year and you get about halfway through January and into the third and fourth weeks of January when things really start to pick up. It's really slow because people are concentrating on enjoying the Christmas festivities, and they spend all their cash on presents and gifts for other people. It's a time of giving, and it's a wonderful time of the year. There's a song that goes, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." Okay, so it is traditionally very slow, and it's looking slow in our numbers. We are down a net one in our registered members, to 38,969. Net because we always take out the people that haven't logged in for a couple of months, and we always get new registration. And it depends on what we get more of, whether it's a net increase or a net decrease. And it's a net decrease of one in the last 24 hours. Our active member count is up by three. These are people that are getting involved, and um, they do log in on a regular basis, usually every day, because they get paid for logging in every day. Um, so that's up by three to 4,896. I did have a quick look at coin ranking, and there's nothing showing it now. After yesterday, we did see some movement, but they're not there today. Multiply Weezer, no change in anything there either. So there's not an awful lot to report on, quite honestly. Um, Richard Atkins says my hens aren't laying. Oh dear, dear, dear. Well, um, you'll have to consume them then. No, no good keeping hens that don't produce anything. Okay, so um, really, I don't have much else to add. I've got to be honest. There's nothing to report from the development, obviously. Uh, the the tickets and everything are all up to date. We have amazing support teams, and they're finding it pretty easy at the moment because, as I say, it's a slow time of the year. Um, it will pick up considerably in January once we get our marketing campaigns running with Caleb O'Dowd and his ROI Tips uh, organization. And we will also be getting, I did have calls planned with the games people, but I just have too much on my plate between now and January. So I postponed it, and we'll be getting back with them in January. So that hopefully will be starting as well in January for the games site. I did notice that there was an email from Toucan, which is this penny auction site or something. I don't really understand much about it, but I know it was free to join. But they are saying that they are now paying out commissions. I don't know what the commissions come from. I lost track of it a little bit, but if you are in Toucan, check on there. They've got a video. Um, if I can find it. No, it's an email. You should have received an email from the Toucan Win owner paying commissions. I checked my account. There's hardly anything to draw anyway, but there is a little bit. It was $18, I think. So that'll be $18 into the liquidity pool. But I'll have to have a look at it and see if we can bump that up a little bit by doing something. The other plan, what's it called? We've not joined it yet. What it's called? Oh, dear. I should know. It's. Let's see if I can find it here. Fusion Experience, I think it is. Fusion Experience. Seem to be getting sorted out now, and so it may be to have a look at that, try and make the time to look at that today and see if they've got it sorted out and working, and then we can perhaps get involved in that. It's only, I think it's a minimum of $10. And there was another thing that somebody looked at me, which is again a minimum of $10, and that is ASL, I think it's called ASL. So I'll try and get a chance to look at both of those and see if they are worth putting in the deadline build. Okay, I really don't have anything else to say, and I know that we haven't got a lot of people here because most people are watching football. I'm more interested in the cricket. It's looking really, really good. And I don't suppose Deborah's interested in either of them, quite honestly, cricket or the football. The United States, unfortunately, went home early. They didn't get out of the group stage. They gave a good representation of themselves and were very, very unlucky against England. They should have won that game, actually. And they were very close in all the games they played. And it's looking good for USA football. They are hosting, I think, the World Cup in 4 years' time. And I think they'll have a real good chance of getting right the way through. They have got a lot of players now that are playing in major leagues and have the foundation of a good side. But that's it. So that's it from me. Let me check in Melon app, just see if we've got anything there from. We got Lewis in from YouTube from Portugal saying hi. And I'm scrolling down. We've got Peter Stephen from Nigeria. And somebody's saying Facebook, France just scored. That's probably Richard. I'll just have a look. Richard Atkins, yeah, France just scored. Okay, we are a goal down. Not the end of the world. Might be the end of the World Cup. Okay, I'll see you all. We'll be here tomorrow at the same time at 7 p.m. London time with any updates that we have. I'll be running through what I've been able to dissect from the webinar today from Amazon. We've got a new way that you can get into the round robin, having ended the double down program, although still trailers from that. I don't know how we're doing with that because apparently anybody that's upgraded now doesn't show the changes aren't showing in the dashboard. So we don't really know where we are with that. We know we qualified. We know we got 50%. I don't think we'll have got the 60%, but we have until the end of December to get people through, but they're not showing. But I think they're supposed to put that right so that they'll show by next Tuesday or Wednesday. That's where we are. So that's it. God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Be Wisa Warriors, share love and abundance. And see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator,